signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Welcome to your tarot reading. This is going to be Lil Sips Mini Love Tarots. 3 individual ones, timestamp down below, so if you want to hop to Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that will be down there below for you. Backed by popular demand. No, I'm kidding. Popular demand by 2 people. I frequently on Instagram, I'll post things about, which signs do we want to see first for the new, tarot readings. And yeah, if you're interested in that, definitely I like to message with people on Instagram. So yeah, anyway, Earth signs 1. Here we are doing Earth signs. All right, I am out of sorts today. I look like hell too, don't I? Ugh, we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna roll with it. Here we go. It's all about self-acceptance, myself included. Here we go. Yeah, guys, welcome to your general tarot message here on YouTube. These are general messages. That means not everything I say will resonate with every single Earth sign out there. Please come into these readings with an open heart and an open mind. Ultimately, if it's not your message, that's okay. It won't be every time. Don't take action on the messages that come through if they don't resonate with you. If they feel foreign or strange, please have faith it's going out to someone else who needs to hear it, okay? Everything else about this video will be down in the description box below for you, including the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media. I'm the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook, Instagram.com. Check all that out if you are interested. If not, happy to have you here on YouTube. We are going to be using, I believe it's Halloween Tarot. Is that what it's called? Where's my box? Where's my box at? Let's see. This one, Halloween Tarot. One of my best friends gave it to me. She's an Aquarius. Love her. Love her to pieces. We have to, right? It's Libra season, almost Scorpio season, so why not? Halloween Tarot. Let's do it. Got my Halloween shirt on. This always makes me think of the movie Monster Squad. Did you guys ever see that? Love it. Check it out. Monster Squad, 1987. Fred Decker. So good. So good. So nostalgic. All right, here we go. Yeah, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let's do it. What's up, Taurus? How you been? Timestamp for Taurus. Taurus's love reading. Tell me about Taurus. This is going to be the person you're thinking about. If you're not thinking about a person, this might not be your message. It may resonate for you in the future as well. Taurus. What's up, Taurus? Taurus's love life. Tell me about their person. 3 cards for their person. You got a King of Pentacles. All right, all right. Let's see. Your person feels kind of stuck. It might be financially. It's like they're trying to get out of it could be like financial debt, like out of a hole is sort of like dig themselves out of a hole. If it's not a financial debt, it's like an awkward situation. This is the World, right? So it's the ending or the completion, seeking closure on some sort of cycle in their life, but they're holding back from making any offers because they need to think about it, or they're not in a place to do so. That's sort of what I get. The light at the end of the tunnel is they absolutely will be making an offer, but not right now. It's like they're tied up with closing out some sort of cycle, again, at work, with a partner, with a, it could be another romantic person. But even if that's the case, though, it's not necessarily indicating third-party stuff. In fact, to me, it's not. It's saying they're making sure they're finishing this out, and that's your card, right? King of Pentacles. You might be dealing with another Earth sign, particularly a Capricorn. Doesn't really matter the sign, but what it's saying, it's like they're, again, digging themselves out of something so they can, like, seal it shut, so they don't have to go back and deal with this anymore. And then it's like, look how happy this is. Ace of Pumpkins, Ace of Pentacles. It's like, then they're going to make the offer to you. So I like that a lot. What does the universe want? Actually, I'm going to switch decks. Nah, I can't. I got to keep using this deck. I don't use it a lot, so I got to take advantage of it while it's seasonally appropriate. Though I actually use Haunted House Tarot year-round. It's probably my favorite tarot deck, to be honest. Haunted House Tarot. I just love the imagery. I think it's beautiful. Anyway, tell me what Taurus needs to know about this person. Now, feel free to swap the roles. That could be you, especially because you do have a Taurus card coming up. All Earth energy there. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is very strong in those cards, but it doesn't have to be that sign. So, okay, you're getting antsy and impatient. Like, it's driving you absolutely nuts that you're not hearing from this person. It could also be a Pisces you're dealing with. And it's like, even when you're at work, you're super distracted. It's all you can think about. And it's like you're constantly checking your watch to get out of there. Or you're constantly, like, running to the bathroom to go text them or something like that. Or, yeah, it's like you're always checking your phone. And so the universe is kind of saying, Taurus, maybe pull back the reins because it's actually distracting you from work that needs to be done in your personal life. You're going to hear from them in Scorpio season, this whole change of letting something go and moving into the new cycle, because it's timestamped with like a Scorpio card. It could also be a Scorpio you're dealing with. For most of you, this to me, it's like, because it's coming out in your action, the action you want to see or hear or do, right? Maybe you're the one making the offer. Absolutely. something about Scorpio season. So I don't quote me on this. Scorpio season, I think, starts around like October 22nd, 23rd-ish. Look it up, right? I haven't memorized every single date, but yeah, there's going to be movement, and I almost said movement in Earth. Again, Earth sign Taurus. There's going to be movement in the Earth, Scorpio season. And I mean, this is great. This is a very good outcome or action card. Someone making an offer or vice versa, you reaching out with an offer. So whoever is reaching out with the offer, is it going to be well received here? Yeah, it's like you guys have already started to sow the seeds or plant the seeds, and it's like you're waiting for them to pop. So I don't think this is someone brand new, though it could be. Maybe you haven't met them. But even so, the message stands that it's going to be slow to get started. Like it's up and running, but it's not quite it's not quite flourishing yet. I think that's coming. Yeah, it has to do with something with the slowness of the earth, like when you plant seeds, the slowness of the land. Yeah, it's like they're working to liberate themselves. They're working to free themselves so that they can communicate back to you, so that they can... the thing is, I want... Frequently, my Page of Swords is like my little spy card. I quite frankly don't think they have time to be spying on you right now, but it's almost like they're keeping it in their back pocket that they want to communicate with you. They desire to do that. And here's the thing. That can be very frustrating because it's like, well, if they want to communicate with me, why aren't they doing it? Because this is Saturnian energy. This is like the taskmaster. This is responsibility. This is the heavy. It's saying once they free themselves from that obstacle, King of Pentacles, someone who gives a very solid offer that can stand the test of time, that's what their action is going to be. They're reaching out their hand with an offer, but they need to work through the problems they're currently in before they can communicate. Again, Paige says to me, this isn't brand new. You know who this is. It's just... And take it with a grain of salt. I'm not a big proponent of saying, you know, put your life on pause for someone. In fact, I don't. I can't stand by that. But I'm saying if you have faith that this person will come around, if the chemistry was there and there was like a spark, I think you very likely will hear from this person once they kind of, again, dig themselves out of the hole here. What else do we need to know about this? Give me a couple more cards for Taurus. Something about a French bulldog. Does somebody have a French bulldog? I guess that's just bits of confirmation for one or two of you. Maybe you're going to adopt one or something like that. This is your lobster. This is your person. Do you guys watch Friends? She's my lobster. I guess they mate for life. I guess that's what that means. Yeah, there's especially with King of Pentacles, yes, that's your card, but if this is representing your person too, there's longevity here. This could stand the test of time. And I like that this person has their priorities in order. Before they rush into something new, they want to finish out what they started. That's an admirable quality, right? So I actually really like this, Taurus. There's something very magnetic and charismatic about your person, and vice versa. There's like strong magnetic connection. It could be a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sag, especially in Aries. Yeah, until the work has been completed, and it doesn't mean, you know, long-term, you know, career type stuff, though it could be. It's really saying, though, it's like there's something that they recently got themselves into, and it's a lot. It's very time-consuming. I'm sort of getting it's a bit of a hassle, but it'll be worth it when they reach the completion or the finish line, in which case, after that, they're going to want to go out and celebrate with you. You know what I mean? Yeah, cocktails, or something about, like, raising a toast, or I don't know what that is, but... Yeah, it's like you seem very saddened that you don't have their attention right now, and it's just, it's a circumstance of time. Raise your vibration. I'm almost getting, not all is lost here. You guys need to, like, raise your vibration mentally to, like, live your best life right now, you know, during the week or the month or whatever this is where your person is a little bit busy. It doesn't mean they don't have affection and feeling for you. I mean, I'll be honest, if this is the one, they'll find ways to communicate with you even if they are swamped, right? You know, they're not going to leave you on red and never respond, because that in itself is a sign, right? But I really do think that despite the obstacles, this feels like it could be something very solid. So what I'm being called to say is don't self-sabotage, Taurus. If you feel like there's a vibe here, because you may be a little bit stubborn or impatient, sorry, I said it, yeah, Scorpio. If you are looking for new love, some of you have a Scorpio coming in. If that's not the case, this could certainly be about a Scorpio. More than anything, what I'm getting from this, you have 3 cards of Scorpio. Scorpio season, the earth will start to shift a little bit. Earthquake, I just kind of got, like, the earth starts to shake a little bit. I don't think that's something you need to fear, though. I don't do fear-based readings ever on my channel, but yeah, things are going to start to shift and slide, I think, in a positive direction. More work will be put into the relationship. What else do I need to tell Taurus? Yeah, don't get stuck in the moody blues, in the like sadness, sorrow, woe is me. The cups are still upright. There's 2 of them there, baby. I feel like this person missed out on an event that you wanted to attend with them, or there was some sort of offer where you were hoping you would connect by a certain timeline, and universe is asking you to give a little, compromise. I don't want to say sacrifice, but you know, sure, use it if it fits. Something about a very specific idea or timeline you were trying to make this person fit in your life. Universe is kind of defying that timeline, and you're frustrated, right? Like, this is you. It's like, I just want to fucking rip my clothes off and like Wolfman, right? Like the beast inside of me is getting the best of me. It's saying temper that emotion. Yeah, Libra season, right? Equilibrium. Be internally balanced so that when this blessing comes in, whether it's new or the person you're thinking about, you're ready to receive it in spades, right? That's what I get from this. Yeah, you will communicate, and look, it's a fucking awesome opportunity. It's a 10 of Pentacles opportunity, so don't sabotage. Don't self-sabotage. That's what I'm being called to say. Taurus, this is a great reading. I'm glad I started with you. I typically start with Capricorn and go backwards, but not today. But the mere fact that I'm mentioning Capricorn, maybe it has to do with a Capricorn. All right, moving on. Moving on. Shuffle these a little bit. Virgos, what's up, my beautiful Virgo gang? How you doing? How you doing, Virgo? We're going to talk about your love life. If you're not currently thinking about a person, this might not resonate with you. It might not be your story, but if it does, if pieces and parts of it resonate, take it and run with it. Yeah. What else do I need to tell you? You guys kind of know my drill. But if you're new, welcome. Happy to have you. If you're new, you should know that I'm a tarot reader who believes in free will, baby. Absolutely. This is the energy present in your life and your tarot spread, and you can choose whether or not you want to take advantage of it, or if you choose to decline the message, like, thanks, that's not mine, though. You got the willpower. You got the freedom to do that. All right. Okay, let's do it. For my Virgos, tell me about their person, the person Virgo is thinking about. What do they need to know about their person? Give me 3 cards about Virgo's person, the one they're thinking about most. So Virgo, if you're thinking about multiple people, you got to choose one. So a lot of you have a Taurus. That's interesting. I just did Taurus, and they definitely had a lot of earth energy coming up. So you also have your own card. You have Virgo. This person holds you in their heart space, and they have a great action card. Okay, so Virgo, this is awesome. I'm going to be interested to see what your cards say, but in your person's headspace, what they want is commitment, or they're thinking about a Taurus. So again, you may know if that's your story. If your person isn't technically single, it might be because they're married or they're with a Taurus. For most of you, though, this is a person who wants commitment, right? This is the priest, the Hierophant, frequently stands for commitment. It's Taurus energy, so we think it's fixed. It's stubborn in a sense, but more or less like it digs into the earth and it stays. Commitment, right? It's not a flighty come and go type energy. In your person's heart space, you're coming up, the little chemist. Anybody who works in any sort of scientific field, that's double confirmation for you, or if your person does. Again, not everybody's story, but just putting it out there. Your person, what's coming up in their heart space is you. That's the Hermit. It is a card of typically, I don't want to say singlehood, but independence, I guess is a better word for it. So it could be that your person is thinking about marriage with you, but they're still warming up to the idea of giving off their independence or giving up their independence, if that makes sense. Or it could also be that they see you as very independent, so they may feel like Virgo, I feel like I'm reading for the cross watchers. They may sense that Virgo is on the fence about commitment for a long period of time. So the thing is, with your action card, and this happens, guys, I don't know how else to say it, it could go either way, because you do have the Knight of Imps, the Knight of Wands, which is a fantastic action card. They run right in and do it. There's no, like, they don't think about it, they just do it. But for those who are dealing with somebody who does have player-like tendencies, this is also that night. It can indicate someone who, they're in it for fun and they're going to run in full force, but then they're going to dip out the minute it gets dull or boring. But the thing is, what's on their mind is longevity, long-term commitment. That's really what the Hierophant is to me. It's about tradition, spirituality, and you know, I have to say too, the Knight of Wands is a very spiritual card too, right? I mean, wands in general for me, they're spiritual people. Absolutely. It's frequently a card of Sagittarius. The philosophers of the zodiac, higher minds, right? Jim Morrison. Oh yeah. All right, so let's what was that word? Cross-sector it? That's not the right word. We're going to compare your cards, is what I'm trying to say. Cross-reference. Let's cross-reference it with Virgo's energy. Give me 3 cards for Virgo. Ooh, so you got a little heartbreak. You got a little pain. So this person may have put you through the ringer in terms of them not committing to you, and so it feels like they're giving you the runaround. That's why maybe the topic of this person, it pains your heart a little bit, because I feel like for a lot of my Virgos, it's like you're holding out for them, but it's like, will they just get their shit together? Because they do have feelings for you, right? If the Hermit is coming up in their heart space, well, that's you. There's feelings there, but are they willing to commit for life, or are they a player, right? And, you know, on that note, are they willing to commit for life, marry, and run right in and do it this time, right? Are they certain? The Knight of Wands, to me, I don't know. I'd like to see something a little bit more solid, so I will throw some clarifiers on the Knight of Wands, because it could kind of go either way. Will you hear from them again? Will you sleep with them again? Probably. I can tell you that much, but yeah, in terms of the commitment, I will clarify. All right, so let's see here. Oh, so your outcome, oh yeah, Virgo, this is a little bit rough. Not for everybody, right? Again, you guys have free will. You don't have to take the messages, but yeah, you have 10 of Swords twice with this coming up in your overall outcome or energy. Not only that, you have 10 of Swords with like anxiety, stress. Sometimes this can be not wanting to get up in the morning. So I don't love this. So already I'm kind of sensing that this person who's thinking about commitment, they might not be ready to do that right now. They have a lot going on in their life. They're an active player in their life. They're participating in multiple things and events and this and that. And so they're busy. It's hard to tie them down. And in and of itself, the fact that it's shown with a mummy, it's almost like the idea of marriage to this person. It's like wrapping them up almost in like a spider web so that they can't breathe, so that there's no freedom. And that is exactly not the opposite of what the Knight of Wands would want. So yeah. Do they have feelings for you? Yeah, but that's why this is a bit of a mindfuck, right? They have the feelings, but they're not willing to commit or give you what you want. And I'll be honest, some of my Virgos out there, if you're single and looking and you're just willing to date, if you are willing to, or not even willing to, if you are simply looking for someone with friends with benefits, well, great, you found your person. That's what this is. But beyond that, I'm not certain. Okay, and for some of you, particularly your fire sign, they're thinking about you in their heart space, but they might already be married. And that's why there's this almost a little bit of like player, like, shh, don't tell the wife, or shh, don't tell the husband. Like, I'm going to come in and spend the night with you and romance you. But that makes sense why your head is like, oh, like, what are we or aren't we? And also like, can this person just get a divorce, or can this person just commit to me now? So in your heart, yeah, you have the Hanged Man. This is saying something major in this scenario would need to transform. You know, Hangman needs sacrifice. To card 13, which is death, which is about transformation. It's also Scorpio season. This, okay, do you know what this says to me, Virgo? So this is positive, but I don't think you're going to love to hear it. So earmuffs if you're not ready. Your heart, you're going to have a change of heart in Scorpio season, which is approaching. I think Scorpio starts October 22nd, October 23rd. There's going to be a change of heart on your end about this scenario. So maybe that's good. I mean, because right now you do have some very heavy guards regarding the scenario. So maybe you're going to make peace with the fact that, you know, this is going to have to be a friends only or a friends with benefits or whatever it is. Because right now, marriage and commitment is not looking great for this person. For others of you, you're going to be like, you know what? Like, if I'm not like the only woman or the only man in your life, like, bitch, please. Like know what you have in your life and like value it. So a lot of you are going to block this person, or you're going to choose to sever ties with them. I just gotta be honest, Virgo. I know this is a tough one. I'm sorry, guys. I feel it. Watch your moon, watch your rising, right? This is one tarot reading from one tarot reader. But with that, I gotta be honest with you. 10 of Bats, which is 10 of Swords, that indicates something ends in a manner that is very hard, very difficult, and it doesn't come out of nowhere. 10 of Swords, it's like the negative thoughts or the negative aspects of a relationship, they've been stacking up time and time again, and I think you finally reach a breaking point where after maybe a lot of tears have been shed, after a lot of anxiety or a lot of just struggle and frustration, you realize this is doing terrible things for my mental health. Like, I can't keep it together with this person because their cards are great. Like, they're living their best life because I gotta be honest, this feels like you're the side piece, Virgo, and it's fun, but that's all it's ever gonna be. But if you are truly the Virgo who's wanting more and pressuring them to commit, I don't think you're going to get the results that you desire, at least I'm going to say in the next 2 months. Like, that's not looking good. So if you're willing to be put on pause and, you know, hang out and see what happens, though I wouldn't really advise that. But again, free will, you can do what you want. You're going to be hanging there for quite a long time. What's, I'm going to say almost inevitable, take that as you will, the Hanged Man cannot stay in that state forever. Eventually, he transforms into the Death card, card 13, right? So whatever that transformation or transition is, it happens in your heart space. So know that whatever you're feeling or struggling with right now, something about that is going to change. And for a lot of you, that's actually a very positive message. So maybe you're hearing this going, but I love this person. I never want to let them go. I can't even imagine not being in love with them. Spirit says differently. Spirit says there's going to be a transformation in where you stand emotionally with this person. So maybe you just, what is a good word for it? Maybe you set more boundaries of what you're willing to do what you're willing to do with this person emotionally. Maybe physically, right? Again, I'm not here to shame. If you're looking for just, you know, some side hustle or side activity, however you want to say it, that's cool. But yeah, for those Virgos looking for long-term, I'm reading for the cross watchers, aren't I? I never intend to do this, but I can just feel it. I'm sorry. So no shade to anybody watching Virgos or cross watchers, but someone here is like commitment. No, like I can't do that physically right now. But come on, babe, don't you want to hang out? Like that's my Knight of Wands here. The Knight of Wands needs his freedom. The Knight of Wands doesn't settle down. The Queen of Wands, the King of Wands, sure, but we're not there yet. So let's pull a card here. For those who are really, really struggling and wanting to know future projections with this Knight of Wands, what can I tell my Virgos out there? Will the Knight of Wands have a change of heart? Take it for what it's worth, though. They do like you. They do hold love. They hold space for you in their heart, but that doesn't mean you're the only one. And again, 3 of Swords, third party. The Death card is wanting to be seen, which ultimately, you know, you can read the Death card as an ending. And yeah, an ending that leads to freedom and happiness. An ending that leads to joy. An ending that leads to newfound growth, creativity, illumination. That's what I mean. Something might be discovered here where you have not only a change of heart, but essentially like a change of your headspace. Something changes for you emotionally where maybe releasing this person isn't quite as difficult as you're anticipating right now. Just keep an open mind, right? I always say that, Virgo, but yeah, projection with this person, I think this is a very important spiritual or karmic lesson, ultimately for you both. But for you, Virgo, I'm being told to say, or crosswatcher, right? The ending leads to huge amounts of freedom and happiness. So rather than trying to control this and hold on to it tooth and nail, if you organically allow yourself to release it over time, right? Healing is a very personal process. I think you're going to be much happier in the end because you may have new love coming in, particularly with a Leo. Tell me about new love. If this resonates for Virgo and they're at all on the fence about accepting new love into their life, tell me more about new love. It might be with someone who already has children or already has a child. If you hold on to something that you know intuitively is not meant for you, you're missing out on other romantic prospects, other options romantically, emotionally that could actually be quite desirable or good for you. But again, holding on to it tooth and nail, you can't accept any other blessings when you've committed yourself to someone who it's like you're an option for them, but they're your everything. And so this might be you too if you're in an unhealthy or unhappy marriage. You know, same message kind of applies here. Yeah, a lot of you are in love with someone who's married and you already know the deal here. The High Priestess says you already know. This may involve a Cancer or you may have a new Cancer coming in. Anyway. All right, Virgo, that's what I got for you. That was a tough one. I'm sorry. Oh, and then they hit the dislike button. I just felt that. I hate the dislike button on YouTube. It's so unfair, you know? Just because people don't like the content, it's not an indicator of my skills as a reader, right? I know what I'm doing. But whatever. That's human nature. That's human behavior. Haters gonna hate. Raise your vibration, Virgo. You got better things coming in for you. This feels stuck and stagnant. I don't like it. There, I said it. All right, moving on. Let's shuffle these babies up. Capricorn, what's up? Capricorn. Some of you are going to adopt a cat, Capricorn. A kitty cat. Or you already have a kitty cat and they're like your little confidant. They're your best friend. It's like you tell your cat all your secrets. Aw, yeah, it's something about the purr. The sound of them purring. Like at night, you hear them purr and it's very calming. It's very relaxing. That's cute. Kitty cats. Maybe that's someone's name. Cat? Caitlin? I don't know. Anyway, moving on. All right, Capricorn, let's talk about your love life. If you don't currently have a person, this might not be your message. Or it may make sense for you later on, so feel free to shelve these messages and return to them at a later date. I come at this with love and positivity, Capricorn. Please take that away today, all right? All right, let's do it. Tell me about Capricorn's love life. Let's get 3 cards for their person, and then we'll get 3 cards for how Capricorn's... it's really what the universe wants you to see about it. I never tell people how to think or feel or act, right? That's not my job. I'm presenting you with energies that you can take advantage of. So let's get 3 cards for Capricorn's person first. That person Capricorn is thinking of and probably flirting with or crushing on. You actually have a lot of cards kind of poking out. Let's see. Sagittarius, Capricorn. Maybe you're cuspy. All right. Ooh, all right, so your card is here. I like that in a Capricorn spread, but not, oh gosh, but not when it's with the 9 and 10 of swords. I don't love that. That feels like an ending. Are you dealing with a Virgo? Because Virgo had those exact same cards in their outcome. So if any of you are married to a Virgo and it's like on the rocks, like you're considering divorce or cheating or whatever it is, that message is a confirmation twice. And this isn't all Virgos, guys. Use your best judgment. You know, if you're watching this to see if your Virgo's going to propose, this isn't your message. Yeah, if you have love on the rocks with a Virgo, it's not happening. Like that shit needs to be severed off and cut. Okay, so I'm going to give you another message because this is very specific. But Capricorn, this is like temperance in some tarot readings can be metaphorically the idea of mixing up the ingredients, right? You pass the cups of love back and forth. This is like, I am trying my best to get this fucking recipe to work. And no matter what I do, this person doesn't appreciate it. No matter how I change up the ingredients or change up the mixes, I always end up with the same result, which is, eh. And that's not what you want in love, right? If you're in love with someone and they treat you kind of, eh, that's why this is coming up. And your card is here. So that in itself is very empowering. It's like Capricorn, you already know. The thoughts are all there. Really, this is just about the acceptance of what's in front of you and coming to terms with that final ending. Both cards of Gemini, if that makes sense to anyone, the 9 and 10 of swords. 10 of swords is like an official ending that really fucking sucks. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's something that has built up over time, but the thing is, it doesn't blindside you. The 10 of swords is not the Tower. This is something that over a course of years or months, it's been such a negative weight in your life. Spirit is like, you can put a bunch of glittery, sparkling, rainbow type shit on a piece of shit, but it's still going to be a piece of shit. I can't believe I'm saying this. It sounds so nasty. But do you know what I mean? Like, you can try and justify this a million different ways in your head, but the information, the data, the swords, the knowledge, it's all there, and this is what it's doing to you. So essentially, like, why are you trying to tamper with it or fight with it or struggle with it to make it better when it's just lackluster? It's just not there. So anyway, that's one reading. I'm going to give you a new one because that was depressing. I don't like that one. But hopefully someone needed to hear it, right? I mean, I'm ultimately not here to tell you wonderful, beautiful things, but more importantly, to empower you, to get you to realize if any of that, if any of that was resonating with you, Spirit is confirming, yeah, it's not there. Like, we can do so much better. To me, that's a message of you guys are long overdue to release something that has been taxing, and more importantly, on your mental state more than anything else. But the emotions are just kind of like, eh. It's almost like if you're being honest and real with yourself, the emotions were never there. It was kind of void. So why are we struggling to fix it? Alchemy, the healer, that's sort of like my temperance card in some ways. Yeah, especially with a Sagittarius, a Gemini, it could be with another Capricorn. Anyway, new message. Here we go. All right, Spirit, give me a whole bunch of new energies for Capricorn, for Capricorns who don't relate to that. Tell me about Capricorn's person, their love life. I do have faith that people needed to hear that. That was the first message that came out. And as per usual, Capricorn, that may have gone out to the cross-watcher as well. So, all right, here we go. New messages. Capricorn in love. Let's do it. Cappy, Cappy, Cappy. All right. I like this better. All right, so. Oh, goodness, though. Imps are wands. Okay. So there's a new spark. There's a new light. There's a new flicker. There's a new flame. Potentially with a Leo. Who this person thinks about you at night in bed. Oh boy. Capricorn. It's a little sexual, but that's okay. I'm here for it. So let's see. This person in the long term, or even now, may be giving you vibes about impeding upon your freedom or whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, Capricorn. I'm going to go ahead and assume career-wise, but, you know, it could be a million different things. It feels like when you're like, you know, cool, babe, I love you, but I got to go work on this. They're like, but come back. Like, they're a little bit clingy, and I think in the long term, you're going to be like, what? Like, I have to go work. What do you not understand about that? I'm getting the very blunt side of Capricorn. Like, no, like I have to work. Like, that's non-negotiable. It feels like this person feels a lot of passion and desire for you, Capricorn. It's like you light their flame, you light their torch. You know, there's a sense of warmth and intrigue, excitement. This person's very curious, but it's like when you have to go off and take care of business or even like need a good night's sleep, there's something like, oh no, like we're done now. And this person's like, but what? Like I want more. You might be dealing with a Leo. And I love my Leos, but especially because Leos do tend to need a lot of attention, right? So if that makes sense for any of you, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's posing obstacles right now. Any fire sign really, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And in a way, it's like this person is a little bit offended that you don't want to hang out with them more. It's like they kind of go to bed and like they're moody. Some of you might be dealing with like a Cancer or a Libra for that matter. So tell me what Capricorn needs to know about this, because I'm trying to be very neutral. You know, maybe, you know, your person may have a very good heart. They just kind of need to learn more about boundaries. So you're intrigued as well. But I'm sort of getting a little bit of lackluster from my Capricorns. Like, it might be that in this specific reading, some of my Capricorns are not looking for long-term. They're more kind of playing the field, seeing what's out there. For a lot of you, it seems like you had this nice little spark with someone, only you didn't anticipate that they were going to catch feelings so fast. And you're kind of like, yeah, it was nice meeting you. And then this person is texting, like blowing up your phone, and you're just like, oh, like I have to be honest, cross-watchers, I'm sort of getting a vibe, male or female, this like, oh, this bitch is crazy. Like that's sort of what I'm getting. Like this person, again, I don't mean to judge by anyone's sign, but this feels like a fire sign who's like, ooh, Capricorn, it's like the new shiny object. Like I can't look away from it. And Capricorn's kind of like, yeah, like you're nice. Capricorn. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. Yeah, that was mean, actually. I feel like I hurt the cross-watchers. It's just the energies, you know, exactly what I'm saying. They're on completely different pages. It doesn't mean that it couldn't, you know, like bode well in the future. But yeah, right now it's like Capricorn's like putting up their walls a little bit because this person is a lot. I just heard this person is extra. I love that term. Oh, they're so extra. This is funny. I don't know why, it just is. I'm in love with illusion. I'm hearing lyrics to a Jenny Lewis song, who's also a Capricorn, by the way. Love me some Jenny Lewis. She has a song, what is it? You are what you love, but not what loves you back. There's some line in it, it's like, I'm in love with illusion. She's talking about her love life. She's like, I'm in love with illusion, so pull another rabbit out of your hat. I just heard that as I pulled this card, and this is the Magician, right? The illusion of what this is versus the reality, I think, again, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you guys are not seeing this through the same lens. Like this, yeah, this is a hard message, but it's like this person, Six of Ghosts, immediately jump to, oh my God, Capricorn's my soulmate. But it does feel new with the ace. With a lot of these cards, it feels like you just met this person. You went on one date, maybe two, maybe three. And this person's like, you're my soulmate. I love you. When should we get married? And the thing is, you're not even getting riled up about it. It's like, rather than firing back texts of like, why are you being like this? And you're so crazy and blah. Instead, it's like you're being icy cold about it. You're just like you're not even answering the phone, which that's kind of mean, Capricorn. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, and I think that's why the Magician is coming up, because essentially it's like a trickster energy. It's like, if you know well in advance this person is not your person and they're looking for long-term commitment, like, you need to stop playing with them. You need to stop tricking them. Like, you need to I shouldn't say seal the deal. You need to shoot off that awkward text of like, hey, listen. Like, you need to send that text. But here's the thing, and I just got to be honest, Capricorn, this message makes a lot of sense in these cards. You may be stringing this person along because like the sex is fantastic, but in your heart, you know, like, oh yeah, no, like we're not a thing. Like it's more than a hit it and quit it, because it's like, I can't quit you because the sex is so good. That's you, Capricorn. I accidentally misquoted that. I think I said it was from The Notebook, and someone immediately shot back, that's from Brokeback Mountain. So I apologize. It's from Brokeback Mountain. I think that was on like an Aquarius or a Pisces video. Anyway, I don't know why. Maybe you're dealing with an Aquarius or a Pisces. I'm always curious why things come up in my head when the way they do, and I always think nothing is coincidental. So maybe you're dealing, especially a Pisces, right? Yeah, some of you may be dealing with a Pisces. And I don't know. I mean, some of you are still holding on to a different soulmate from your past, specifically a Gemini, a Virgo, or another earth sign. But yeah, even the Six of Cups, it's sort of depicted here, but in the traditional Six of Cups, it's like, you could look at it as friends or brother and sister, or very like innocent, sweet, romantic love. It's like handing someone your flower, or handing someone a bouquet of roses, or it's this beautiful, like, gracious offer because it shows someone's affection. That's what this person is doing for you. But again, there's like this illusion of what you're about to give them. You're not really giving them much. You're holding back on it. It's like, oh, well, this is mine. Like, I'm not going to, like, my heart, you know, whatever it is, my pentacle, right? My solid offer. It's like I'm holding it back because I think you still have, oh, this is a harsh message too. I hear things and I feel like I have to say them. You may have, what word can I use that isn't going to offend you, Capricorn? I'm just going to say it. I'm hearing delusions. I'm sorry. Don't take it if it's not your message. But you may have delusions about a person from your past who's actually playing tricks on you. A soulmate, particularly another earth sign, again, a Gemini or a Virgo, who it's like they're pulling the rabbit out of the hat, but it's to distract you from the fact that they're already married or they already have someone else on the side, so you can't be the main woman or the main person. Capricorn, I really tried for good messages this week. It's just not really coming together. I would say handle with care regarding your person because they are full on in it with you. If you know the interest isn't there, you maybe need to pull back, but not just pull back because it's like this person is not, they don't pick up on subtlety. This person needs to be like, flashing neon sign, I'm not interested in you. Because even then they'll be like, well, maybe they didn't mean it. Maybe they changed their mind. Like, I feel like a lot of you are dealing with a fire sign. But yeah, nonetheless, let's read for new love. But yeah, some of you have someone in your life who's like almost suffocating or clinging on to you. But again, for most of you, it seems like you're holding on to it because you don't want to lose the outlet of sexuality, you know? All right, anyway. For either new love or a different message, whatever wants to come through. Let's see. Yeah, this person like dotes on you. This person wants to buy your affection. They want your attention. They dress to the nines whenever you're around because they want so badly to be the one you choose. And for some reason or another, Capricorn, it doesn't seem like you're choosing this person. A lot of you have another earth sign, particularly another Capricorn that might be trying to come through or holding on to one for that matter. Ew, yeah, no, I don't even want to bother. None of these cards are good. Like, I'll just show them to you. These are not. No. You have someone spying on you that's so stuck in their head about, oh, but Capricorn's my person. And then your 9 of Wands, you're like, nope, putting the walls up. But that's the thing. Ultimately, Page of Swords is like, don't just think about it. Communicate what needs to be said. This entire message has been like a plug for communicate with your person. Because they are communicating with you. I'll give them that. It seems like they're being very blunt and transparent with how they feel. And maybe it's awkward, especially if the feelings aren't matched. This is saying Capricorn. You got to step up to the plate, right? I think it's more important to send an awkward text rather than to avoid an awkward conversation. And it kind of shows spirit that you're willing to show up in your love life and do right, you know? Do unto others, right, Capricorn? Any other positive messages I can get? I'm sorry, this Taurus's message was great. If you got any Taurus in your chart, check that out. Any more positive messages? Ace of Swords. All right, yeah. So you guys are going to communicate. You're going to choose to communicate how you feel. I like that. You may also have a new air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, trying to communicate with you or come in. Yeah, that's the theme of this message. Y'all got to communicate. Communicating will send you off in a very positive direction. You'll get to smooth sailing, right? Out of the choppy, rough, emotional waters, the upheaval, the unbalanced nature of whatever you're dealing with. If you, like, the solution to all this is to communicate. Ace of Swords, right? And then smooth sailing. You can move on to new people or new relationships, or you can smooth out the awkwardness. You may say something that's like, listen, I like you, but this is what I'm able to give you. And like, when mama's got to work, mama's working. Like and I mean, I suppose, no, I'm not even going to say it. I'm not going to make it weird. I was going to say, I suppose this could be your child, but there's way too much sexual energy here. So I don't think it is. This feels romantic, guys. God, Capricorn. Some of you are in love with someone who's married. And who, careful for pregnancy too, if that's the case, especially with third-party situations. Capricorn, if you were fooling around with someone who's married, you may have gotten word that somebody in that committed partnership just got pregnant. Yeah, in which case, like, you're being sent off solo. It's like you're headed into bad news, trouble, because you're in love with someone who's already the Empress, so she has her Emperor, vice versa, male, female, and it's ultimately like once you get word that she's pregnant or someone's pregnant, it's like, oh, well, that's my exit cue. For those looking for brand new love and aren't attached to anyone, I would say Virgo, Taurus, or Libra is looking good. And that's really all I gotta be honest, I feel like I'm forcing that a little bit, only because I don't see much new stuff with the cards, other than crazy sauce over here. I'm just kidding. All right, I don't know why I'm shuffling. That's your reading, Capricorn. I'm gonna cut it there. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Please like, share, subscribe. I will see you very soon for your, oh my God, is it gonna be November? Yeah, your November tarot reading? Yeah, that's weird to think about. All right, I'll see you there, Capricorn. Bye.